ganze Tag wollte ich sich mit die Bumm, wenn ich bin ein reicher Mann. Hand in kaltem Wasser, nicht reingetrunken.
Hello, I'm Steven Skybell, and I'm happy to say I'll be coming to the Soraya in September to do a concert version of the Yiddish Fiddler that we started way back in 2018, and I'm happy to say that we'll be reuniting many of the original people for the Soraya. So everybody knows Fiddler on the Roof, but the thing about it is it's presented in Yiddish, which would have been the language that all these characters would have spoken. And so from the very beginning, people said that it struck an authentic chord that really moved people. It moved me the first time I read the script, just on the page. I burst into tears just reading the Yiddish. I grew up Jewish in a small Texas town, and I was bar mitzvahed there, and I always wanted to hold on to my Hebrew letters. So my way to figure out to do that was to try and learn Yiddish, which has the same letters as Hebrew. And what I didn't realize until we got into rehearsals was that not only did I have to know all of Tevye's lines, but I needed to know all the lines that were coming to me. Otherwise, I would just be standing there like a trained seal waiting for the cue. I had it in my ear and had experienced it in my mouth to be considered for it. What I didn't know is that it really was going to become the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I've done some challenging roles, Shakespearean roles. I do compare doing Tevye in Yiddish is very much like doing King Lear or doing Hamlet. And when we first did the Yiddish Fiddler, we had 3 Yiddish coaches with us for the entire rehearsal process, and they were tweaking us daily. There certainly are some sounds in Yiddish that are not the most conducive for beautiful singing. The major one being the cha, and our coaches were adamant that we not minimize that sound, because in some ways that is the Jewish sound. Yiddish is an interesting language because obviously there is no Yiddish land. And so even the fact that the language exists defies certain odds. The audience who were receiving it found it as a rallying cry that which is a Jewish rallying cry. We are here, we're still here. And even though there have been, and the Fiddler talks about the desire to eradicate the Jewish people, the fact that we're still here and the language still thrives is very moving. To play Jewish characters right now seems so important to me. I'm honored to be able to do it and to give voice to this Jewish plight, which, I've said in the past, when I grew up, growing up in the 70s, and the first time I saw Fiddler on the Roof, the movie, I thought, Tevye, you're gonna leave your home, but you're gonna come to America, and you're gonna have a grandson like me, and you're gonna be so happy, and not really thinking the first step, which is you're being thrown out of your homeland, and you're being told you're not welcome here. So obviously, from that point of view of my adolescence to what the Jewish plight is still today, and not just Jewish. There are people in the world being told, you're not welcome here, you must leave here. And to give voice to that story feels so important now. And of course, the flip side to it is it's incredible entertainment.
Macht de Zimmers staan in a Prostentag. Sie wischt dem Schweiß und sie bloßt sich gegen